evening, everyone, from the 2018 Marine Corps Air Station Cherry Point Air Show. I'm Wes Goforth.
And I'm Valentina Wilson. A fabulous weekend in eastern North Carolina. Families are here. We're bumping into all kinds of people we've seen before. And we want to say it's just an exciting time for Eastern Carolina to enjoy all the thrills that come with the air show.
A great family atmosphere, and of course, the preeminent air defense systems of the United States military. We'll be showing you all the sights and sounds over the next half hour.
Canadian Forces Snowbirds, warriors of the air.
Running in the Airshow, summer check-in.
The 48th Air Show season.
Number 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 6, 5.
Flying the Canadair CT-114 Tudor.
Reaches 18,000 feet in less than 6 minutes.
Ladies and gentlemen, buckle your seatbelt. Here comes the 2018 Canadian Forces Snowbirds.
Let's have a great show. Hoorah!
Look right for the Concorde, bottom side pass and loop. Get your cameras ready and look left for the impressive big wedge topside. As the team passes in front, you'll get a great top-down view of just how close the snowbirds fly. From your right, Snowbird 8, Captain Greg Hugh-Powell, and your left, Snowbird 9, Captain Taylor Evans will now converge for simultaneous level rolls followed by a dynamic vertical reversal. Keep looking left as Snowbirds 2 and 3 are about to snap inverted before the boss and 4 roll the formation through 180 degrees in the signature double take. Next, the solos will converge on center stage for the double topside knife edge pass. Peek into the cockpit of Snowbird 8, then look way up for their dramatic vertical roll exit. As the team returns from behind, watch the stem cats drop from Vic to wedge before it rains snowbirds in this downward split. For a change of pace, keep your eyes on center stage and get your cameras ready as snowbirds 1, 2, 3, 6, and 7 set up for the heart-stopping lag back cross. Look to your right for 5 aircraft side by side as they perform a trademark snowbird maneuver, the line abreast combo, a roll and loop formation whose grace masks its difficulty. Look right, then left as the solos and stem cats come into view and listen as they orchestrate the exciting four-way cross. The role of the solo is both physically demanding and involves split-second decision-making.
Now, we would be less than honest if we didn't acknowledge the guy behind the camera right now that has shot most of this show for us tonight and some of the great photojournalism at News Channel 12, our chief photographer, Alan Fairbanks.
He has been up in planes and down in planes and just enjoying all of it. So
Al went up with a guy that many of you know, Hubie Tolson, the great stunt pilot from New Bern, a fellow who is all over eastern North Carolina. Now, they shot some great video from the sky, unfortunately, of the hurricane destruction after Hurricane Matthew's floods a couple of years ago. But Hubie, again, put on a terrific show here at the air show this year.
All systems seem to be good.
And right here from your backyard,
We've got fuel.
Hubie Tolson, Trent, GMC Sukhoi Su-31.
I'm ready to go flying.
Hubie is about to begin his performance of aggressive aerobatics in this wonderful Russian-built airplane. Ladies and gentlemen, and there's a welcoming maneuver by Scene 1. Hubie Tolson, aerobatic pilot from New Bern, North Carolina, who's been flying since the age of 16.
I taught myself aerobatics a year or so later after getting my license out of a book, and was really lucky to have gotten through that and able to be here to talk to you today because it was really stupid. You know what the airplane's going to do all the time. It becomes kind of an extension of your arm. You learn exactly what it will do and when it will do it, and how it will do it, and you don't even have to think about it. It's like riding a bike.
And he's buckled in even tighter now to turn up the ratchets.
This airplane is unique in that the limits are only your imagination. If you want to go bang, to see what it'll do, you can, and it will take it, it will do it, and it stays together.
Looks like you're having a good time up there, my friend.
It's a beautiful day. We're so grateful to be at MCAS Point 2018, and I'm honored for the invitation. We're taking a minute to climb and cool the oil now, and after a little altitude, we're going to show some of the Trent GMC Sukhoi tumble. Trent GMC, my first job, the first place I worked. So kind to the military. We appreciate their sponsorship.
And that is Hubie live from the cockpit as he gets the altitude he needs for a second series now of even more aggressive aerobatics, the tumbling, where the airplane is actually going to flip end over end.
All right, here we come. Some Russian tumble.
Changes direction now and continues to roll that airplane, always in control.
It's really a neat feeling to be able to enjoy a machine like this, because it's truly remarkable.
Round and round he goes. Getting ready for that final breathtaking maneuver.
I do a figure that no one else in the world does, and it involves pulling the airplane in the vertical and turning the motor off.
Killing the magnetos, the engine is stopped. He's going to push through now, inverted without power. He's going to fight to keep that airplane flying. If it stalls, it stops flying, it falls. It's falling with style, but it could fall. So he's right on the edge. He's dancing with it, making sure. And again, inverted while he does it. Nobody else does this, ladies and gentlemen. And he restarts the engine now. Hubie Tolson, ladies and gentlemen.
when you go to the air show, some of the planes you really like to see are the older airplanes, the airplanes like the T-6 Texan here. This was actually a trainer, went in service in the mid-40s, around 1958, 59, or 60. This actually was retired, but it's still a big hit as they fly those in air shows all across the country and in some cases around the world.
We're flying 25 events this year. We've been as far north as Abbotsford, Canada, Nova Scotia, Canada, as far south as El Salvador, and it's just very exciting. We enjoy going and seeing different people at different places. It's great to be here back at Cherry Point.
Get ready, because the light show is about to begin as we turn things over to Team Airshow.
4, 3, 2, 1.
You can see up there about 40 or 50 miles today. What a beautiful day to fly. Beautiful. All of these airplanes right here are veterans. All of these airplanes served in the military from World War II until 1960, training cadets to fly fighters and bombers. So they played their part in history, and it's just an honor to be able to do it. What we do isn't nearly as aggressive, you know, like the Blues, and they pull like 8 Gs, where we're pulling about 4. I call it old man aerobatics, like sitting in your recliner watching the world go around. I've been doing this with the team for 32 years. I'm the oldest member on the team. The youngest one, he's been with us for 7 years. But it's an evolution of practice to get to where we are. Young people that I've flown with and been associated with that became airline pilots and went to fly with the service of the military, corporate pilots. They said, man, it just sparked something. I had to get back in the air. You never know. There's so many things out there for your children to see that are negative, and when you bring them out here, it's nothing but positive.
You know, all of the aircraft here are just incredible, but one thing everybody wants to see every air show is the Blue Angels.
The Navy Blue Angels with Navy and Marine pilots, the cream of the crop here at the air show.
The Blue Angels, established in 1946.
The Blue Angels are the oldest performing U.S. military aviation demonstration team.
Named for a famous New York nightclub.
The FA-18 Hornet, used since 1986.
Top speed, almost twice the speed of sound.
The pilots and crew chiefs will now start the General Electric engines that power the F-18. The Blue Angels, 2018.
Good afternoon, boss. You're cleared to taxi via Hotel Juliet.
Thanks, Bo. Clear to taxi. Line of point, runway 14 left.
6 demonstration pilots are approaching the end of the runway to begin their takeoff sequence.
Oh, updated winds are 190 at 13. We on the airfield and the airspace. You're cleared for takeoff. Have a good one.
Thanks, Bo. Clear for takeoff.
Solo's ready to go, boss.
Ready now, and the Blue Angel Diamond is rolling. As they pass before you, you'll notice that the smoke is not visible while the engines are an afterburner. Immediately after liftoff, Lieutenant Commander Scott will move to the SOP position and call for the landing gear and flaps to come up as they commence the half scroll cage on takeoff. Through the horizon, he will roll the formation 180 degrees to the upright position, completing the half cubinade on takeoff. The Diamond will experience up to 4 times the force of gravity as they pull to complete this looping maneuver. To the right, Blue Angel 5 is rolling. He'll perform the dirty roll on takeoff and exit the flight line to the left. From the right, the Blue Angel Diamond. Approaching center point, Lieutenant Davies and Lieutenant Hempler will roll their aircraft to 90 degrees angle of bank and push forward on the stick as they perform the opposing knife edge pass. The Diamond is approaching for a maneuver that is likely familiar to those of you who have seen the Blue Angels perform in the past. From the right, at 400 miles per hour, the Diamond roll. All 4 aircraft flying as one in this graceful 360-degree rolling maneuver. The 2 solo pilots will next demonstrate the inverted flight capability of the F-18. Approaching inverted from the left and the right, they will roll their aircraft 360 degrees, crossing over center point as they perform the opposing inverted to inverted roll. To the left, the Diamond is setting up for their next maneuver. Approaching center point on Commander Doyle's command, all 4 pilots will simultaneously roll their aircraft 360 degrees as they perform the Diamond aileron roll. Here's Commander Doyle.
Ready, edit.
Firsthand the ability of a tactical aircraft at high speed to sneak into a target area virtually undetected. The 4 Diamond pilots are rolling out in trail formation for a dynamic separation maneuver. Approaching center point, they'll climb up through vertical and shift back into the Blue Angel Diamond. Ladies and gentlemen, the Blue Angel, vertical break. Back to the right, the 2 solo pilots are making their approach to the flight line. Crossing center point, they'll simultaneously roll their aircraft 420 degrees in section. Ladies and gentlemen, the Blue Angel, double tuck over roll. In front of the crowd, Commander Doyle is rolling out the Diamond for their next maneuver, the barrel roll break. Passing through vertical, he will roll the formation 90 degrees and perform a split S, finishing with a dynamic separation maneuver. Each pilot will perform an individual brake turn and exit the flight line in a separate direction. Ladies and gentlemen, the Blue Angel, barrel roll break. The crowd, the Diamond is rolling out for another dynamic separation maneuver. The low brake cross. Ladies and gentlemen, your United States Navy Flight Demonstration Squadron represents a time-honored tradition of pride, professionalism, and excellence spanning 107 years of naval aviation.
Again, a wonderful air show. Eastern Carolina comes out for this to enjoy, kick back, see some great sights, enjoy the food and the fun.
And the people. We thank you for coming out this year. Thank you for joining us tonight from the 2018 Marine Corps Air Station Cherry Point Air Show.